How's it going, everybody? The PlayStation Ready Set Play sale is running from now until August 26th, and there's a ton of absolute bangers on sale for up to 90% off. Every day I put together lists of the top games you can get at a deep discount, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. If any physical editions exist, you can find them down in the description, but with that out of the way, that's enough yapping from me, so let's get straight into it. For $26, 25% off, Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection is a complete remaster of the classic Star Wars Battlefront games, letting players fight iconic battles across the galaxy on modern consoles, both online and offline. Traverse massive locations, pilot legendary vehicles and starships, and battle as heroes and villains, while experiencing campaign missions, galactic conquest, and expanded hero assault across land, air, and space. It's an 83 average on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $17, 30% off, Call of the Elder Gods is a Lovecraftian mystery adventure following Professor Everhart and student Evangeline as they search for missing loved ones and uncover ancient revelations beyond comprehension across New England libraries, the Australian outback, and beyond. Swap between the two to solve complex multi-part puzzles in richly rendered Unreal Engine 5 environments with fully voiced performances and an award-winning soundtrack. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $11, 75% off, the Talos Principle 2 Deluxe Edition expands the original's philosophical puzzle game into a city of robots carrying human culture forward, where you uncover a mysterious megastructure hiding enormous powers. Solve a new generation of puzzles using abilities like gravity manipulation and mind transference, explore over a dozen all-new environments, and shape a multi-ending story through the included Road to Elysium DLC. It's an 87 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $12, 50% off, Romancing Saga Minstrel Song Remastered is a classic open-ended JRPG where 8 heroes set out across a vast world as ancient gods and legendary fate stones return to threaten humanity once more. Through the free scenario system, glimmer-based skill learning, and strategic combo attacks in turn-based battles, every playthrough unfolds differently depending on the choices you make and the characters you develop. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 85 hours to platinum. For $37, 50% off, Frostpunk 2 Deluxe Edition includes the base game plus 3 DLCs, a digital novella from the Frostpunk anthology, an art book, the epic soundtrack, and an exclusive in-game item. Take the helm as first citizen in New Edinburgh, a city risen near a destabilized volcano, guiding each faction toward its own unique utopia tree while managing a periodic vote of trust that checks your approval rating and keeps unrest at bay. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $19, 35% off, Neverwinter Nights 2 Enhanced Edition casts you as the Shardbearer, tasked with stopping the King of Shadows and his army from desecrating the land across over 100 hours of epic campaigns and 3 expansions, Mask of the Betrayer, Storm of Zahir, and Mysteries of Westgate. Refined mechanics, polished camera controls, enhanced textures, and the full D&D 3.5 rule set deliver a classic RPG experience reimagined for modern players. It's an 82 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 200 hours to platinum. For $11, 55% off, GigaBash combines chaotic arena fighting with the jaw-dropping scale of classic kaiju movies, letting you play as either a rampaging titan or a titan-hunting mecha across destructible city arenas. Summon lightning from the heavens, use a radio tower as a baton, or roll an entire district and your enemies into a single massive snowball, wreaking enough havoc to evolve into your terrifyingly titanic final S-Class form. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $15, 40% off, Ninja 5-0 is a classic action game following Joe Osugi, a detective who uses a wide variety of masterful ninjutsu skills to protect the city of Zipangu, solve treacherous crimes like bank heists and hijackings, and take down the evil Mad Mask bosses. The game features multiple attack modes, a time trial mode for replaying cleared stages against the clock, save anywhere functionality, and a rewind feature for modern convenience. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $16, 20% off, Angry Video Game Nerd 8-Bit is an all-new action platformer set in the AVGN universe, casting you as the nerd blasting through pixel art levels crawling with zombies and mechanical skeletons. Slide below platforms, pick up power-ups, and take alternate routes to reach the boss room, then dive into endless challenge modes, increasingly difficult randomized rooms, hunting for helpful items and a hidden boss that only appears there. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $15, 50% off, Wildlands 2 is a first-person VR grappling hook exploration game where you soar through the breathtaking ruins of a fallen world, armed with hooks and a bow, on a mission to destroy gigantic titans and save the world from an ancient danger. Play solo or swing through the skies with friends in co-op as you master fluid, exhilarating movement across stunningly realized open environments. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, and I'm not sure about trophy difficulty or time to platinum as it's such a small sample size. For $25, 50% off, Tsukihime, A Piece of Blue Glass Moon is a reimagined visual novel following Shiki Tono as he returns home after his father's death to uncover dark secrets and fragmented memories. It collects the near side of the moon scenarios, featuring Arcwade's Moon Princess and Seal's Midnight Rainbow, updating the story to 2010's Tokyo with expanded character development, stunning visuals, fluid animations, and an evocative soundtrack. It's a 92 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $14, 65% off, Sword and Fairy Together Forever is an action RPG that blends ancient mythology with traditional Oriental aesthetics, placing you in command of a diverse party from human, deity, and demon clans. With dynamic real-time combat, instant character switching, spirit creature companions, and lush environments filled with minigames, exclusive outfits, and skill progression, every battle and exploration feels strategic and visually stunning. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $15, 70% off, Gamedec Definitive Edition is an award-winning cyberpunk isometric RPG set in 22nd century Warsaw, where you play as a game detective solving crimes inside virtual worlds where the line between life and death is blurred. Gather intel from witnesses and suspects, make choices that continuously shape the narrative without judgment, and unravel deceptive schemes in a richly layered world exploring the darker side of human nature. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $30, 50% off, the Risk of Rain 2 bundle includes the base game and all 3 expansions, Survivors of the Void, Seekers of the Storm, and Alloyed Collective, and a massive roguelike third-person shooter where you escape a chaotic alien planet by combining loot and mastering a diverse roster of survivors. Battle hordes of frenzied monsters solo or with friends, with the DLC adding new survivors, items, stages, enemies, and alternate endings. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $24, 60% off, Am Setsuna is a heartfelt JRPG where you follow Setsuna as she prepares to make the ultimate sacrifice to save her homeland, delivering a story of emotion, sorrow, and moving fantasy adventure. You'll explore beautifully crafted environments, meet a cast of memorable characters, and engage in a battle system inspired by Chrono Trigger, blending turn-based strategy with modern refinements for a nostalgic yet fresh experience. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For $14, 65% off, Hero Must Die Again has you playing a hero whose last memory is felling the demon Guile, only to die in the process and forget the very person he risked everything to protect and save. Live out your final 5 days granted by the gods as you grow weaker over time, woo one of 8 unique heroines with their own personalities, and resolve remaining problems in the world you saved toward one of over 50 different funerals. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $12, 40% off, In Stars and Time is a charming time-looping RPG where Siffrin and their found family of adventurers are trapped in a temporal tragedy, reliving the same 2 days over and over as victory slips away, with only Siffrin aware of each devastating, wearying reset. Equip memories as armor, pray to the Change God, and challenge foes to rock, paper, scissors, while unlocking new choices that inch ever closer to breaking the cycle. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $14, 80% off, the Crew Motorfest settles down on the breathtaking Hawaiian island of Oahu, letting you join high-speed street races through Honolulu or test your skills off-road on ashy volcanic slopes and winding mountain tracks. Dive into thematic playlists and campaigns spanning American muscle, Japanese-style street racing, and legendary machines of the past, competing in intense races to collect the most iconic cars ever created. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $10, 50% off, the Cozy Grove and New Neighbors bundle has you camping as a spirit scout on a haunted, ever-changing island, wandering its forests each day to uncover secrets and soothe local ghosts. Craft decorations, collect spirit animals, and go fishing as you bring color and joy back to Cozy Grove. Then unlock 4 new ghost bears with lengthy personal stories from the new Neighbors DLC by bringing peace to the island's original spirits. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $24, 60% off. The Smurfs Dreams is a whimsical 3D platformer, sending Gargamel's curse to plunge the Smurfs into a magical slumber that you must wake them from before he reaches the village. Explore vibrant dream worlds full of fantastical landscapes, solve inventive puzzles, face imaginative boss fights solo or with a friend in 2-player co-op, and collect magic orbs and patterns to customize your Smurf as you jump, dash, and uncover hidden secrets. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $12, 60% off. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition is an action RPG where a band of crystal caravanners journeys across a miasma-covered world to gather myrrh and keep their homeland's crystal alive. Venture through perilous dungeons using spell fusion magic and strategic real-time combat, and experience beautifully remastered visuals with challenging new dungeons and added story content. It's an 81 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 50 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $12, 50% off, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger HD is a vibrant 3D platformer where you play as Ty, racing across the Australian outback to rescue your family from the Dreaming and stop the evil genius Boss Cass. With colorful levels, a huge arsenal of unique boomerangs including the Frostarang and Doomerang, and new features like hardcore mode, improved HD graphics, and updated camera controls, every adventure is full of action, humor, and Aussie charm. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $24, 60% off. Football Manager 26 delivers instinctive control and a redesigned UI, combining with the series' most immersive matchday experience yet to bring you closer to every defining moment. Chase FIFA World Cup 2026 glory with authentic broadcast graphics, dive into the fully licensed Premier League for the first time, explore new in and out of possession tactical formations, and manage 14 playable women's football leagues across 11 nations. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 75 hours to platinum. For $30, 40% off. Cthulhu, the Cosmic Abyss is a first-person Lovecraftian horror adventure set in 2053, where Agent Noah investigates missing miners in the Pacific depths and descends in Aurelia as Cthulhu's influence steadily erodes his sanity. Gather clues with AI companion Key, solve complex puzzles, and navigate branching investigative paths in a cinematic narrative where the deeper you go, the more your mind succumbs to cosmic horror. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $21, 40% off. Madison is a first-person psychological horror game that plunges you into a nightmarish world where your family has been brutally murdered and you wake up trapped in a dark room. Using a possessed instant camera, you'll explore, solve twisted puzzles, and uncover the horrifying truth behind the gory ritual Madison wants you to complete, while evading multiple sinister entities whose disturbing backstories intertwine with the main narrative. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sale stuff that I put out, leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.